What's up, guys? Karmavre here. Today we are going to be playing Centaur, so we'll get right into the battle group list. We have, first up, Bliss the Muse. The Centaur hero, pretty standard include. I run her with Force Front and Magic Acolyte. You can take Hawk Attack, but it makes her more expensive, and truly I don't think it's needed. Force Front's just really good for certain maps, you know, opening up, or laying down forest vegetation for the lava, whatever have you. That is impeding your movement. We have the Centaur Archer with Far Shot 3, just because the massive range is really nice. And in the BG itself, we can get the numbers up pretty high with Fanfare, Commander, and Battlemaster. So he's sitting, you know, around 16 damage eventually with Banner out. Shooting at 39 ranges, or 49 ranges is pretty good. He also has Pathfinding, which gives all of your Centaur Mountaineer, so that's really good. We have the Centaur Bolter with Hunter Walker and Elusive Leap. Really solid unit, and you're kind of going to want to use Declare Hunted on big champions that you want to take down fast, or something that is fairly hard to reach with their backline, so you know it gives the Hunted ability, and that tags them, so you can use Beset, and you know, go beside them with the units. So we're in two of those. We have two Centaur Commanders with Commander and Provision Defense. Provision Defense is just really good, you know, gives him block and unstoppable. And there is a nice function in the battle group with Ancestral Anger. Since he does have Unstoppable, you know, he gains the benefits of Berserker and doesn't lose the AP every turn, which is really nice. You can also use Ancestral Anger first, and then start attacking and trigger the Warlord ability. Since the spell itself sets the melee range to 1, anything thereafter would proc the range part of Warlord, so he gets up to 1-4 range and he has like 30 plus damage. It's fucking insanity. We have two Centaur Interceptors, really solid units for 62 Nora and 8 speed. You know, the stats by themselves are kind of subpar in the beginning with 8 damage, but like I said, there's enough boosting in the battle group to get his ability, or his damage up anyways, and then he has Protective, so you know, he's gaining at most 6 damage for 2 turns. And I run him with Seismic Leap. It's just a good initiator ability, or something to push away melee so they're not double tapping, or pushing a unit into a Thorn Trap, or I don't run Thorn Trap in this, but pushing a unit like into Centaur Savage's defensive strike, things like that. Two Centaur Regulators, they're actually super tanky, and I believe Hunter Smallest Bug, so it's, you know, pretty much +2 defense on everything. There's no restriction. I think large champions are the same. So I run with Shatter and Norlink. Norlink's just a good ability versus, you know, a lot of factions. Forsaken Waste, Over Swamp, UD in some cases with Sacrifice, and they potentially do run Nora Minor. IS too. Pretty much every faction. You know, every faction has a way to generate Nora, so they're just good counter pieces, and they're tanky, like I said. Two Centaur Rangers, really solid range units. They have Piercing Shot 3, and with all the damage modifications that we get in this battle group, he's hitting like a truck. And he has Strike too, so it's, you know, unfiltered damage and defensive strike. We have one Skirmisher with Leap 1, since, you know, the Leap really isn't that important since we do have the Mountaineer. And I run with Dodge 2, so it's a 76 mana build. With running Strike, you know, his damage gets up pretty high, and we do have the ability to use Rally the Herd, so you can use, you know, the 8 AP requires to get the most effect out of running Strike, and then, you know, slam down with some big numbers. We have two Strategists. I run them with different builds, one with Pull and Swap. Since a lot of the units are 2x2, we don't want to have, you know, a reliance, or we don't want to waste the ability with Swap being on both of them. So the other one has Relocate Ally and Teleport, just for kind of getting in and out of fights and pulling in the Centaurs that you need. We have two Sarnhavian Centaurs. Now these guys are really good with Charge and Bold. They're really tanky, the damage numbers get up really high. They have Iron Will, so they can't be possessed, distracted, or charmed. And Vivify. So Vivify is a really good ability. Whenever you attack or use an ability that shares a race with this unit, it gains 1 AP, so you're getting him into fights with, you know, always double taps up. When I run one Ancestral Anger, just because there's quite a few ranged champions here, and it's a nice spell to have in those situations, and it does work with Commander, as I said before. Carnivorous Vines for disengage and super cheap, you know, lockdown for whatever reason you need for. Fanfare, obvious reasons. Grimlock's Bane, finishing spell, inhibit power, dropping pesky abilities. The odd include is light as a feather, but there's no flying in this battle group, so, you know, in certain maps you will be at a disadvantage. So it's good to have something like this. It gives flying, so it gets rid of area of effect 1. Champions gain flight, mobility, and 1 AP. If the champion has lumbering, weighty, or lethargic, they lose it for 6 turns. So it's just a good, like, you know, surprise spell that you can have for double tapping, or getting across a map, or, you know, getting out of a position with mobility. Rally of the Herd, just, you know, obvious kind of power turn spell. Catharsis Bloom, because there's no real dedicated healing in the battle group, so it's just good to have, and it's effective in a 2x2 range too, because you're able to, I don't know, get max value over this close. We have Cleanse with Cleansing Emerald, we have the Banner, we have alternate damage with Burning Oak Seed, we have the Centaur Banner for obvious reasons, and another weird include is Crown of Kathir. I found it to be very useful since we do kind of have some throwaway units with the Interceptors. They're going to be in the front line, so like, all the time. And the Sarghavian Centaurs, sorry, are going to be there in the front line. So things do end up dying, you know, in a longer game. And Crown of Kathir gives them at max +5 damage, and it gains mobility. If there are 4 more champions on the cooldown, this champion also gets +1 defense. So that's kind of minor, but whatever. But yeah, so you like equip them on like the savages, and they're hitting for 30 damage with the piercing shot and stuff like that. So we'll go ahead and set this active, and we'll get in a game. We don't have to wait too long for Q. Look at that, pretty much instant Q. We'll get right into it. Waiting for the player. Come on, let's go. Alright, we're versus Vampiro. So I've had a lot of success with Centaur versus SL specifically. They just do really well. I don't know why, but, you know, I've beaten down Leviathan a couple times. I've beaten Vampiro a couple times. It just does really well into it. I don't know why, but we will, So I think we're going to want to get out the Bolter, just because Beset, or Hunted on him is really nice. So we can, because he's going to sit in the back line, so we're not going to have like a real good way to reach him, but now we do with it being Hunted. And then I think next we'll probably get out the Interceptor. We'll get out the Sarghavian Centaur. Yeah. Just because he's pretty tanky, and he has charge, so like when he uses the Tremor, we'll still be able to charge at him. But he's probably going to move over here, just to kind of cut off the charge. So you want to use Elusive Leak pretty much like immediately every time, so... Because the cooldown's like, it just stays stagnant, and it's always up as long as they don't trigger it. Plus it's, you know, extra AP on moving. So I can probably put out the Interceptor unless I get a better deploy. I'll probably wait for it. But the Primordial Enigma is fairly tough to deal with the battle group, just because there's a lot of range in the battle group. I know what he's waiting here. Thinking his turns out, I guess. Man, come on, let's go. Take the turn. Take your turn. And fuck that child. Oh, disconnect. Okay, so probably dealing with some in-game lag, I guess. There we go.
What did he do to make this house so evil?
Murder, vampirism.
So yeah, I'll probably wait to deploy and get the savage. Ah, well.
Mutilation.
Shit.
How did it end?
Yeah. If it had ended, we
No, I'll
would
go
not
ahead and get the
be
Centaur. And just the reason being is just the primordial. I want to get as much melee damage fielded as possible right now. So you can probably move in and use Tremor. I mean, you might as well. Move here, use Tremor, move back. If he moves here, I won't be able to charge. Damn font in the way. So we're gonna want to kill that. Pretty much immediately. He fucked that up for sure. So yeah, we'll probably charge. Get up the banner first. And I can move back. We'll just space out too for the sandblast. One more space back. So you can hit both, but he has to move in kind of far to do that. So probably get up the savage next.
Battling on stage. I'm a rattlesnake, you kid should not be rattling my cage. And I don't give a fuck about a rapper with a buzz. I'll happily attack him and extract a little blood. Like packing an exacto, I'm exact with the result. Your friends can ask what happened, you'll say crap, it was my fault.
I could probably use Inhibit next turn, but I mean, like, it just depends on how soon you get Spindrax out. Hopefully he moves over here. Okay. Yeah, I think I might use Inhibit Power. No. Don't you hear the laughing? They don't hear it. Every night I pray to God, protect us from these evil spirits. Lyrics like I'm touched by the angels. I'm dangerous. Put my words together. Yeah, I won't be able to deploy and do that. Illuminate insanity. Accumulating doom-related lines that leave you panicking. A samurai gets agglomerized, being traumatized. Homicide is never compromised with these homicides. An alligator salivating, calibrated jaws. Abnormality, I gravitate to glass. I'll just use the leap here. Combine efforts, align sublime specialists. I design refined lines as my weaponry, trying to find destiny. God provides recipe. Move in. Probably get another Savage. Or sorry, Havian, sorry.
You got a murderous rage in you, and I like it. Oh, it's life. Boiling up inside of you is good.
Yeah, I think I'll get the Savage out
Spring
now.
1516 lager. Please do not enjoy while boating, surfing, sailing, climbing, horse riding, horse swimming, horse jumping, parasailing, parahorsing, hang gliding, wakeboarding, lake blobbing, that's a thing, biking,
So you can
snowboarding,
get
floating,
both.
sinking, swimming, skiing, ski jumping, or basically anything in motion. Enjoy the Okanagan, then enjoy 1516. A great beer for okay times.
Which is fine.
Some days you feel like a rock star, and some days
Because with the Savage, I'll still, or the Strong Havian, I'll still be able to charge at him.
The perfect song for however you're feeling, without ads
I
interrupting
don't
your flow.
think I can kill it
And with
though.
offline listening,
No,
you
I
can take your
definitely
music
won't
with
be able
you wherever you go. Get 3 months of premium now for just $9.99.
And we space semi correctly too, so we can't get a double out here. And I'm hoping he attacks. Yeah, I think he will though. Yeah, he'll go for the interceptor. See, the interceptors are interesting because like they end up soaking up the most damage early on because like they get scared of the protective, which is kind of funny. I could probably kill the Manticore with Rally, since I can use Beset. Yeah. So like I'll probably charge on Enigma and then attack. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll charge. Just because if you charge after you rally, it counts that as the ability and doesn't attack twice. Oh, that sucks. Interesting. Well, I definitely won't be able to kill a Manticore now. I'll probably get out the banner in case he drops some AoE or something. And then I'll use inhibit this turn. Just so I can drop the Thunder ability and then this thing can't heal or do anything. Because he could just Petrifying Gaze. I mean, he can use Purge, but I don't know if he'll do that. And he won't be able to kill. It's only 14 down to 21. Yeah, I would have just killed the Interceptor if I were him. I mean, it does have banner on him now, but you can Sandstorm and kill it, I guess. Yeah, it'll do 3 damage still. Sandstorm would do it.
It's kind of fucked up, I guess. It's like I'm incorporating getting high into my future.
But then, if he uses Sandstorm, that does give me the ability to kill the Doombringer. Sandstorm's like his best option, otherwise I'm getting 2 free attacks off. Everybody hits his own units. That's funny. Why didn't the Savage game? Odd. Odd. Well,
sometimes I feel like it's a rap. I'm living in a trap. I'm giving all I got, but they ain't giving nothing back. I'm battling depression in my head. I'm trying, but I'll probably be aggressive till I'm dead. And everybody knows my addicted personality. I chased my dream, but I'm not living in reality. Cards are stacked against me, too much time lost. God, please help me, why? Cause I'm lost. It's pretty crazy when your dreams are so close. You can touch them, now they seem like old ghosts. And now my memories are haunted. Hope that they remember me, or maybe they still want it. It's pretty crazy when your dreams were so close. You could touch them, now they seem like old ghosts. And now my memories are haunted. Hope that they
I think the best option
Look, I ain't got a lot of time left. Got a team, but they don't seem to take no fucking giant steps.
to kill.
Tell them I could use a little help. That's exactly what they give me. Gotta do it all myself. Most
Yeah, one Nora. That's tragic.
crazy. I pretend to be normal. When listening to Mad, they get immediately
Don't think it'll kill with just 2 attacks. Probably have to use
concentrating on my art. Mentally demented.
well, if I equip the crown, it doesn't really work.
My dog's talking awkwardly, but obviously sharp. Asking me to make a club song on dubstep. That's where the money at, but that shit made me upset. Maybe I am focused on my pride a little too tough, or maybe I just love.
Just use piercing shot here.
It's pretty crazy when your dreams are so close. You can touch them, now they seem like old ghosts. And now my memories are haunted. Hope that they remember
And then
me,
we'll
and
move
maybe
back.
they still want it. It's pretty crazy when your dreams were so close. You could touch them, now they seem like old ghosts. And now my memories are haunted.
We'll drop a catharsis
Maybe they still want it. Yo, I got a dark past, hoping
right there.
disappear. On the internet, they still see it crystal clear. I need more time walking on the right.
Yeah, so that was a really good turn.
Fighting with myself, it's time to fight back.
You know, big mistake by him to use the Centaur. I thought he was just gonna use it to kill the I don't know. GG.